It's BK Black Krishna from manforwars.com here on a lovely Friday, September 27th, 2019 at 4:48 p.m. And I'm in downtown Toronto, Canada. I'm about a half a block west of John Street on the north side of King Street West. And so it's Friday night, Friday afternoon, Friday evening, and I'm promoting polite patriotism. Tell nice ladies and gents, teach kids to be, look, talk, and feel great, and locally discuss and share great online info they find offline as people making better places to live. Right? People respect each other, communicate well, teach kids to, and so on. The opposite is mass zombiosis, where people are turning into rude, sketchy, anti-free speech zombies, pretend sketchy girlfriends acting stupid, like busting your balls, killing you both, or like being ignored, acting stupid, want to stop, or like mentally ill homeless people, can't stop acting sketchy, making everyone uncomfortable, like being ignored, never show or get respect, close they get, probably want to stop. So that's what you get as the backdrop. And basically they're like real life NPCs. So manforwars.com for more on that and what happened, how to stop it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share, get in touch with questions, answers, financial support, ways to work together, whatever. And you can stop this sort of wherever you live. Otherwise, online, people can get really smart, or they can be censored to digital ghettos, just talking to like-minded people, other people talking to like-minded people, and then, especially on the radical left side, like-minded people sort of turn to commie zombies, anti-free speech zombies, and attack anybody who's nice, happy, or busy, kind of get worked up, force you to put up with them, or force you to see them look ugly. Then you have to force them to see you look ugly, and then when you don't get along, you run around, force strangers to see you look ugly. And you stop anybody from being nice, happy, or busy, or talking good, looking, talking, or feeling good. So that's the mass offline zombiosis. So online's fine, good stuff there. But they got to win the offline info war. You know, be nice, everyone likes. Easier for empowered people who act nice enough to talk, to say or hear, get bad guys. And then meetings, meet and greet tables, posters, flyers, all that sort of thing. And you get out there and you mix it up so you can clean some of this stuff up. Otherwise, people bitching online about what a mess they are, things are. You know, they might be stuck offline with just fashionably acting rude, sketchy zombie, wandering around, bother people. See? So, on that, manforwars.com for more. Now, this video is called Raw Vlog, Islam is Right About Women versus real life 3D NPCs. Right? We're at 4:51 p.m. and I'll show you. There is west of King Street West. There's two abandoned businesses there. There's East World Chairs. There's me. There's my 17-inch laptop, and so on. So I'll show you what happened. Basically, some prankster in Boston put up a poster saying Islam is right about women. That's all it said. Just a plain white piece of paper said Islam is right about women. That's it. Block capital letters or some capital small ones. And it triggered a whole bunch of people, right? Especially radical leftists. Because it's cognitive dissonance, and that cognitive dissonance is also helping to cause the mass zombiosis that you see, right? Because you're supposed to be happy, but you're supposed to think the world's going to end, and we're all going to die. You're supposed to be a guy, he's a guy. You're supposed to be a girl, but a girl, you can't be a girl, you're supposed to be a guy. Unless you switch sides, and you're supposed to be really respected for it, serious about it, no matter what you do, right? And so there's all this sort of sit or roll over stuff. And this is a good example of that. So what I'll do, and this is real life 3D NPCs, right? Real life 3D. And what do I mean? So there's the poster thing was a real life, the poster thing was a prankster in Boston put these up. And this is a good example of the offline information war to help get people thinking. And so poster in Boston put these up because it trapped a lot of people kind of brainwashed by the radical left. Because if you put up signs saying Islam is right about women, are they supposed to say, no, it's not, that's crazy, that's offensive? Well, that's Islamophobic, right? Okay, fine. So they're supposed to say, no, Islam is right about women. Well, no, it's anti-feminist. But yet they're supposed to be working together. So it just causes that. So with the real life, NPCs stands for non-player character. Now this is a meme. There's lots of memes out there that catch on fire and that really capture the world we live in. Kind of funny, thoughtful, images or videos. And there's a meme of what's called an NPC, non-player character. And what non-player character is, some red-pilled folks. It's red pills versus blue balls. Manforce.com for more on that. Otherwise, guys will kill everyone instead of making sure they're cool. Other people are cool, where they live is cool. Like everyone they've ever respected. Their favorite people, artists, whatever. You don't want to meet anybody doing that, to you, right? But NPCs stands for non-player character. And what it is some guys were playing video game and they knew what was going on. They knew the mass zombiosis or some version of sort of control factors messing with people. And they said, hey, a lot of people out there are getting like the non-player characters in video games. When you're online playing video games with other people, you can tell who's inhabiting a character and who's not. Oh, that guy's that soldier, that guy's that this, that guy's that. And you can tell some characters are just part of the video game. They're in the environment, but they're programmed by the video game to act a certain way, right? And that's the non-player characters. So if you're like, all right, let's go, playing Call of Duty, playing this, playing that, and then you're okay, and you see some other guy, okay, we're killing other people, or shooting at each other, what are we doing? Other people around there doing sometimes similar or different things. You can tell they're not people playing a video game. They're programmed by the video game to act amongst the people. And that's what the rude, sketchy, anti-free speech, anti-nice, happy, or busy mass zombiosis is. Right? Real life non-player characters. So, that's why this video is called Islam is Right About Women versus Real Life 3D NPCs. And here on Friday, September 27, 2019, in downtown Toronto, Canada, I'll take you to an article about that. And this is what if you're minding your business, or you're nice, you're happy, you're busy, you look, talk, or feel good, they're programmed to attack until you spaz back. Then you run away from each other because you can't stand it, and then you run around bothering other people. Right? So here's the article from the venerable Infowars.com. It says here, quote, and it's actually from Information Liberation. They're jacking an article from them and crediting them. It says here, quote, Islam is right about women, unquote, signs spark, quote, mass confusion, unquote, in liberal Massachusetts town. Locals don't know exactly how to react to the message. Chris Manahan, Information Liberation, September 20th, 2019. So you can see as I'm saying that, the real life NPC response. The non-player character attack anyone human, programmed by video game to attack anyone acting like human, anyone saying anything, anyone look, talk, feel good, anyone nice, happy, busy, anyone, right? And locals don't know exactly how to react to the message. Chris Manahan from Information Liberation, September 20th, 2019. So this happened a week ago. Today's September 27th. All right, so there is the article. Now it says here, women in liberal Massachusetts were unsure what to think after signs were put up around the town of Winchester stating, quote, Islam is right about women. And that's an all caps version right there. So you could just see the NPC, non-player character programmed by video game to attack any humans, make them same video game character, can't look, talk, feel good, can't say, hey, what do you think about the election? What's going on? What are you thinking? You think Trudeau? Oh, the blackface thing? I don't know. Oh, what about Jagmeet Singh? What about Scheer? What about Bernier? It's like, attack. Nobody say anything. Just zombie. Spaz out, spaz back. Force you to see me look ugly. Force me to see you look ugly. We run away from each other. Can't stand it. And run around forcing other people to see us look ugly. Worked up, force us to put up with them. Same thing, basically. Right? It's hard. So for the people that want to stop, don't like it, like be ignored, want to stop, etc., manforwars.com. But you can see what's happening, right? So back to this article. Quote, "It was just upsetting. I just didn't like it. It just wasn't necessary to be out on the streets," said Anita Davidson, who ripped down the signs and took the story straight to social media. So this woman says it was just upsetting. Now, why is it upsetting? Right? That's the deprogramming of the NPCs. Can you have a conversation about that? Or do you just freaks out, spaz out, shut things down? Right? That's what a non-player character in a video game does. Because a non-player character in a video game can't do anything the video game didn't program it to do. Right? Like if you're playing, a video game with another human, then you can do unique things in the video game. Right? You can say unique things to each other. Right? You can have headsets on, you can have your gaming computer, right? But the non-player characters can't do that. They can only do what the video game programs them to do. Right? In this case, it's attack humans, anybody acting human, make sure they spaz out zombie with each other, then can't look, talk, feel good with each other, and attack zombie, bother other people. Right? So that's basically what's going on. Here at 5 p.m. Sunday, September 27th, Friday, September 27th, 2019, downtown Toronto, Canada. BK Black Krishna from manforwars.com. Support the Man for Wars efforts as you'd like. So she said it was upsetting. I just didn't like it. Just wasn't necessary to be up out in the streets. And then back to this article. It's either about women, it's about Islam, it's about both. I'm not really sure what point they were trying to make. Either way, it was terrible. So she's saying this sign, Islam is right about women, is terrible. Now, I have no issues with her saying it's terrible. The issue I have is the NPCs, the non-player characters, that can only shut down over it, that can't have a conversation about it. Right? Or that attack anybody else in the video game, programmed by the video game, the Matrix, the system, the whatever, the establishment, the brainwash propaganda, right, the Illuminati, whoever you want to call, whatever, to make sure nobody can talk about anything, talk about it. Right? You're just supposed to freak out. And that constant bitching is part of the great globalist bitch out. You're constantly supposed to bitch out until you don't want to see it, hear it, you don't want to see it, you just do it near people. Right? That's the video game NPC non-player character cognitive dissonance. That's what she said. Either way, it was just terrible. There's local news reports on this as well. WCVB, ABC5, local affiliate in Boston. Right? So back to this article. Other women were similarly baffled, as Boston 25 News reports. Quote, "I assume it's negative," said Dorothy Kruger, a resident. "That's not cool. That's not a cool thing to do." Well, it's not a discussion about women or Islam. It's like, no, don't discuss anything like that. Attack anyone non-player character in video game. Attack anyone that can spaz out, fritz out, does not compute, will not allow you to do against rules of video game. Right? That's the non-player character thing that's happening. Right? The common meme online, and you can see reflected clearly, easily in 3D offline, the meme, right? And that's why this guy put up these posters as a prank, right? To fritz out to get the non-player characters in the video game in the city of Boston, typical liberal city of Boston, like liberal city of Toronto, where you've got people turning into these video game characters that can only do what the game tells them to, and that can't question anything, can't answer anything, basically anti-free speech, root sketchy zombies. I want to make everyone a root sketchy anti-free speech zombie so nobody can talk anymore. We just act like video game characters in the video game. Can't be like, well, why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? What about this? Oh, what do you hear? Online, maybe. Online, maybe. That's why the offline information war is so important. Right? Because online, a lot of these people are like, oh, offline, I run around about people. Yeah. And online, well, this country's going to hell. Toronto's going to hell. I can't stand it. Right? So what is this? Right? That's also cognitive dissonance, where online you're somebody that cares about people, cares about the country. Offline, rude, sketchy zombie. Bothering people you know you can't get along well, then wander around bothering strangers, trying to make more zombies. So back to this article from Information Liberation, courtesy of Infowars.com. Other women in life being ignored, acting stupid, probably want to stop, like pretend lying, bitchy girlfriends, lying bitches begging to be broken, or mentally ill homeless people, always rude, sketchy, can't show any respect, no one's comfortable near them, like being ignored instead, better than, yeah, gross. I forced you to see me look ugly, till all you can do is force me to see you look ugly. Gross. Now what can we do? Can't look at each other, don't want to talk to each other. Right around four strangers see you look ugly. Yeah, good idea. So. So, or bother him or whatever. Sketchy, bitchy, whatever. So it says here, other women were similarly baffled as Boston 25 News reports. I assume it's negative, said Dorothy Kruger, a resident. That's not cool. That's not a cool thing to do. And then, I think somebody just wanted this to happen, right? Said Stacy Irizarry, to get some kind of response. The sign itself is confusing. It is subject to interpretation. And it says here, while many say they are offended and bothered by the signs, others say they don't really know how to feel about them since the signs don't make a lot of sense. The signs don't make a lot of sense. Oh, well, that's interesting. Right? That's a feeling. Well, why don't the signs make sense? This guy puts up signs saying Islam is right about women. Good, right or wrong, good or bad. Right? The point about the NPC non-player characters is the inability to do anything about it because the video game program doesn't let them, and then they go on the attack and attack anybody else that can until nobody can, and everyone has to act like an NPC. That's the issue. Shut down, freak out, spaz out. No, nobody say anything. Right? That's the issue. Well, you can have a discussion. Well, about this or that, about Islam this. Well, they're right for this. I'm wrong about that. Women this. Well, maybe this, whatever. No, well, you know, sometimes they special things. That'd be nice. You know it. So there's unique conversations to have there. But as I said, title of this video, Rav Lob, Islam is right about women versus real life 3D NPCs. That's the problem. And it's also just doing nothing. Just mind your business, doing nothing or enjoying yourself. Anybody nice, happy, busy, looks, talks, feels good, attack. Right? So all you can do is zombie back, and that's why everyone's zombie. Right? That's the problem. That's why you got to stop it. Back to this article. Don't make a lot of sense. Quote, I really don't know because everybody has their own opinion and I respect it, said Saida Tassina Mahmood, who is Muslim. Quote, everybody's entitled to say whatever they want. Except with the NPC, rude, sketchy, mass zombiosis, anti-free speech, mass zombiosis going on. Quote, what is the intent, non-player character in a video game, right? Quote, what is the intent behind it and what are we trying to prove by putting it on this poll so ambiguously, said Shakilur Rahman, the Imam of Islamic Center of Burlington. Quote, there is not a lot of clarity in it. I hope the person was trying to encourage people to look it up or maybe research it. So, they said, you know, what's the intent, since that's all they put, was just saying Islam is right about women, plain white, 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, right? And this caused the NPCs to go crazy, the non-player characters. It's like causing it's like with a video game, trying to get a video game character to do something the video game doesn't do. Right? The video game doesn't allow him to do. Normal human in the video game playing the character could do it, could say it, whatever. But within the video game construct, it's all they can do. Right? So this Imam says, not a lot of clarity. I hope people research it, you know. And so back to this article. It says here, and this is the article writer commenting. This is remarkable. They seem to want to be outraged because Islam subjugates women, but they also don't want to be viewed as racist, xenophobic, or intolerant, in quotes. As James N. Kennett noted on Steve Saylor's blog, if you say Islam is right, block capital letters about women, then you are guilty of hate speech. On the other hand, if you say Islam is block capital letters wrong about women, then you are guilty of hate speech. Go figure. Right? And as you can see with the real life 3D NPC, that's the issue. But that's an example. Now, BK Black, Krishna from Infowars.com, promote polite patriotism. Be nice, everyone likes. Easy for empowered people who can act nice enough to talk, to hear say, let's get bad guys. And you can break down some of the corruption, in where you live, and you can clean it up. You get better politicians, better policies, better place to live. You're done. It's easy. As long as the non-player characters in the video game, especially in liberal areas, radical left, corrupted normal liberals. Normal liberals used to be normal. Used to be polite. Normal conservative, you could talk. It was fine. The radical left NPC, work out, bother you. Okay, you work out, bother me, run away from each other, bother someone else. NPC character, that's different. That's a radical left kind of commie zombie, right? Anti-free speech zombie. So now online, you could probably talk about some of these things. You could share it here, share it on Twitter, Facebook, whatever, YouTube. You could comment on it to strangers, but offline, that's the issue. And Toronto's a very literate, a lot of internet users here. A good percentage of non-player characters offline might be patriots online. Tweeting about the election, tweeting about this, tweeting about that, blah, blah, blah. But offline, you got a zombie. You don't zombie, more likely to be attacked by zombie. Or a non-player character in video game program system to attack any humans, make them all saying zombie robots, right? Just bother the human out of anyone. Bother the human out of people you know, kids, family, friends, co-workers, so on. And then it's hard to look at, talk to each other, wander around, bother strangers. Just spaz out near people, feel guilty, embarrassed, lie and argue if you mix it up, or just run away instead. Better to be ignored or just run away. That's the problem. So there's a couple of videos about this on the site. And then Paul Joseph Watson from @PrisonPlanet on Twitter and Summit.News. He says here, the confusion caused by this is delectable. It's delicious. Islam is right about women's signs spark confusion among offensive flyers posted in Winchester, now on ABC News 5. And there is a woman, and there's a shot of one of the signs, black capital letters on the right. That's a great prank, right? That's a great prank. So what about the NPCs? That's one of the issues, right? But the point is that the offline information war, people are nice, act nice enough to talk. You can work with meetings, meet and greet tables, posters, flyers, and so on. Things like this can break the cognitive dissonance, where people are going to go, does not compute, does not compute, does not compute. Break out of NPC, non-player character in video game, bother any humans, still no humans left. Just video game characters bothering humans. So it says here, I suspect we're going to see a lot more of these signs in the future with similarly hilarious results. And that is the end of this article. So I'll post that below. But I just wanted to get an idea of what's going on here. And yeah, on that note, BK Black, Krishna from Infowars.com. Like, comment, subscribe, share, get in touch. Questions, answers, work together, financial support as you'd like. Otherwise, here at 5:13 p.m., Friday, September 27, 2019, downtown Toronto. Hope this helps, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.